folks, Mark Knutson here. Welcome to Disability Landscape. And joining me today is my co-host, Tricia Carlberg. And Tricia, you have come upon a guest, and I will let you introduce your guest.
Yeah, today we have Lauren Hughes, who's the Director of Arts Development at MSS, and that's kind of like a day program and other resources for the disabled. And Lauren can share more with us about what she's doing over there. Hello, Lauren.
Well, kind of how it got started and
Yeah.
what your organization is all about.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Well, MSS has been around since 1949, and we started, in a church basement with some parents that had children with developmental disabilities, and were looking for services. So that was on the east side of St. Paul, and our flagship center is still on the east side of St. Paul. But now we have 6 locations all around the metro. So we have on the north side, Brooklyn Park, Shoreview, and Oakdale. And then St. Paul, like I mentioned. And then down south, we have Eagan and Apple Valley. So yeah, we're a day program offering day services, but we also have employment services, and the creative arts has kind of become a big focus of what we do.
Yeah, and Lauren, you have a collaboration with local businesses through the show gallery in Lower Town, St. Paul. Is that right?
Yeah, we did. We've had a creative arts program since 1999, and in 2015, I believe, I always get confused if it's 14 or 15, but we founded a gallery in Lower Town with another nonprofit called the Show Nonprofit. And we started in one space, and then we moved to a new space. But as of September of 2020, we had to close that gallery space, which was a real shame, just due to the pandemic and all the circumstances of that. But MS is going to be opening a new gallery space, hopefully early this summer. So we're pretty excited. Yeah.
It sounds real exciting.
And who are the people you serve? I would assume it's a variety of not only physical disabilities, but also I would imagine cognitive, intellectual disabilities. So if you could tell us, who do you serve in that?
Sure. Yeah, we serve folks with a wide range of disabilities through our day services. It's mostly folks with intellectual and developmental disabilities. A lot of folks have multiple diagnoses. We have a program for people on the autism spectrum at our Apple Valley Center. And historically, we've served people who are more medically fragile. But as time has gone on, we just are increasing a wider variety of individuals. And then, every service kind of has a different niche. So people who engage with us through our employment services is kind of a different population than the people we serve in the day services.
So it's all depending, like you're saying, on the particular program that you're dealing with and that.
Yeah.
Lauren, what is it like to see an artist, grow and eventually do gallery shows and showcase their artwork and so forth? What is that like for you? See that?
Yeah, it definitely is a big part of what I love about my job. We engage a lot of people in the arts. We kind of approach our creative arts program from engaging people for the therapeutic benefits and art as an activity and something that they like to do. And then we also have a more professional track where we serve artists who really are exploring art as a career path and are interested in showing and selling work and all of the professional development that comes along with that. So we've had people who join the program and, kind of were casual with making art, and then they just, something clicks and they get their stride and they really start to create a lot of work. And it's happened recently. We had someone who's been in the program for maybe 40 years,
Wow.
and now just in the past year has really blossomed as an artist and has been selling work and is going to have a piece in a show in Montreal later this
Oh, wow.
year. Yeah.
What,
So
what kind of art does he is he involved in that?
yeah, it's an artist named Linda Mullen, and she does abstract, kind of geometric abstract pieces on a on a big scale. She kind of starts with an underdrawing and then fills it in. She likes to use paint pens and different paint mediums. But
Oh, okay.
yeah, I think she started attending in the 70s, and uh, and now
Wow.
she's really developed. So it's incredible. Yeah, it definitely, and seeing how it changes people's how they view themselves. When someone goes from saying, "Oh, I like to do art," to really taking it seriously and considering themselves an artist. It's
And
empowering.
having an accomplishment and just just that whole satisfaction, no matter what it may be, in that like art too, being the accomplishment of finishing a piece and being able to display it in a show and that.
Mm-hmm.
And so, has the organization had to shift a little bit due to the pandemic, or are you able to bring all your clients in and things like that?
Gosh, we shifted quite a bit. Being serving people who are medically fragile, we had to close all of our centers for quite some time. Um, and then starting in the summer, I think it was late summer, we began to slowly open all of our locations. So um, I think now we have all 6 locations up and running again, serving people in person. So that feels really good. But we shifted to a lot of virtual programming. Um,
Okay.
and we're continuing that now because many people aren't returning until they're fully vaccinated.
Yeah.
So we are offering, 10 to 13 classes every day through a virtual calendar that we offer. And I don't think we'll ever stop doing. I think virtual services have now become a part of what we offer, which is great because many times, if someone is, out for a medical reason, or maybe they retire and they really miss everyone, just having that virtual component really opens up a lot of doors for to stay connected. So,
Yeah, because I once things do open up, a lot of things, of course, will go back to the in person. But
mhm,
through this pandemic, we've learned a lot too, that we can do, um, quite a few things virtually like that, and especially for the population of people with disabilities who don't have the transportation or the means to be able to get out. They can definitely do something from home. And one of
mhm.
the things I know where I'm kind of all over the place, but I'm kind of more want to get back with the artist stuff is what are the different types of artists? Are they basically um do they do any as far as musical or writing, or is it more kind of like you're saying, drawing, paint? Because when you say an artist, that's what everyone assumes, of course, is the art, painting and all that. But
Mhm.
I'm just curious if there's any other things as far as artistic abilities that people that do with your organization.
Yeah, it's mostly visual arts, so drawing, painting.
Okay.
We have screen printing facilities at 2 of our locations. We have ceramics spaces where people can do pottery and
Oh,
do clay. We have a lot of folks who are interested in textiles, and weaving has become, I'd say, in the last 5 years, just so many people have taken to weaving.
weaving,
Um,
really?
and gosh, and then we also we partner with a lot of through the Arts Board and the Regional Arts Council, we try to bring in outside arts organizations to partner with to kind of bring new art mediums, things we couldn't necessarily offer in house.
Yeah.
But we definitely do lots of music programming, and we work with some music therapists, and a little
Oh, right, right.
performance, and it kind of depends on what people are interested in at the time, and yeah, a little bit of everything.
So like you did say, they do some musical performance and
Hmm.
and that then. Yeah, because that's one thing we want to branch out into is displaying um, people who have the musical skills or musical uh, style and show them more of that. So
Oh, cool. Yes. So we're actually in the process of rebranding our creative arts program, um, because just more the folks who are exploring art as a professional career avenue. We're going to be rebranding as Fresh Eye Arts. So that's something we're really excited about, to have more of an art focus and art brand. I think will just help us connect more with partners, other artists we want to work with, and um, you know, nationally, there's lots of art programs and art studios, and it's just, it's another way to connect with them too.
Hi, Lauren. My name is Charlie. And I just kind of want to expound on that. Well, first of all, you talked about the one artist who, they have a piece showing in a Montreal show coming up. Um, it's for these people to blossom, as you said, and find themselves putting art on an international scale. How does it feel for them, knowing that they just kind of, were budding artists and started in your studios there?
Yeah. Um, I mean, I think it definitely gives folks lots, it builds their confidence. And I think, for someone who maybe blossoms into art later in life, it kind of changes, their team and their family members, folks who've
Hmm.
known them their whole lives, then get to see them in a different light too. Like, oh, this is cool. This is something, that people who aren't connected to the disability community necessarily, or other arts enthusiasts, are excited about too. Art has really just been such a great way to connect people, which is really
Hmm.
what the mission of the gallery is. Just it brings people together and in an organic way.
Yeah.
So
right, right, exactly. And then if you could touch a little bit, we'd like to learn more about the employment
mm,
services, what that is, you know, what someone coming can expect from that.
yeah, so we work with students who are still in high school. We do pre-ets, kind of employment exploration with students. We do supported employment, which is kind of one-on-one. Will help someone find a job, build the skills to keep the job, and all the steps of applying and reaching out, working on a resume. And we also offer like their mobile work crews. So some of the folks that come into the center then go out with a crew of people, and they go onto job sites and they will
Okay.
work out in the community.
Okay.
But yeah, we're also at the point where we're kind of blending the art and employment services. So
Oh,
we
that's interesting.
we're offering more formal art employment support.
Okay.
And what other kind of services do you offer at MSS? We have the employment, we have the art, kind of the day services.
Mhm.
Um, what other types of things do you offer for your clientele?
Yeah. Well, a couple other services that we have. We also, with the pandemic, we pivoted to start offering in-home family supports. So that's kind of individuals that will go into someone's home to
Sure.
assist, uh, you know, and to do. either assisting with like personal cares or training and skill building and things like that.
Okay.
And then another, through our employment program, we also have an online resource called eTrack. And that is, it is an online program. It's pretty cool. It's kind of set up like a video game. So
Oh,
people who are looking for employment, they can go through the eTrack program, and it's just a training program, and it talks about all the soft skills of looking for work and maintaining a job. And so that is a program that MSS developed, that we license out.
that was E-Track was going to be my next question. So I'll skip to my next question is that people that, it's a combination of how you are supported and people that use your services. Is there a fee that they, have to pay? Basically, the whole ugly side of all this is the funding, the funding, the money side of it.
Yeah, so we receive federal, state, and county funding through the waiver, and also through Voc Rehab Services. And then
Okay.
there are some, specific county dollars, and then grant funding. We do, we're always seeking grants and things like that. But Charlie, back to your question about the other services for people who
Yeah.
come for our day service. We do all kinds of programming, cooking, self advocacy, community. We go out in the community quite a bit.
Okay.
We do fitness. We have before the pandemic, we had a karate group twice a
Oh,
week in St. Paul. Um, but yeah, partnerships are definitely really important to us. So we, have volunteers who come in and help with woodworking. Yeah, we're just looking to expand people's horizons and,
Okay.
have bring in new activities and then follow their lead, whatever people are interested in.
And um, what size client base do you deal with? I mean, do you have hundreds, thousands? Does it depend on location, that type of thing?
Yeah, I think we serve, I know over 500 people right now
Wow.
within, between our day program and employment services. So we serve
Okay.
adults 21 up to 80 years old.
Wow. Um, Most importantly, where do people find you? How do they find you online if they, they're a budding artist or, they want to know how to make more than a bag of microwave popcorn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, our website is mssmn.org. And for the art program, we are going to have a specific website for the art program,
Okay.
probably later this spring. So,
But right now they can reach you through there.
mm-hmm.
Awesome.
and then I also noticed that, and you mentioned it just a few minutes ago, partnering with people. So, who are the different, I would assume, businesses and organizations that you are partnering with, or who you would like to partner with? So if someone sees this, they could, get in
Yeah.
contact with. So we're giving you a chance for your mini commercial here too. So
Sure. Yeah. Thank you.
yep.
So I mostly work with the art program as far as those partnerships go. But at our St. Paul Center, which, back in the day, we used to have in-house production work. So we have a 26,000 square foot warehouse that we used to
Wow.
do, in-house production.
Yeah.
And we retired that program in 2015, I believe, and since then we've been turning that space into art spaces. And so we do have a couple business partners that we work with who share that space with us. So we have, oh gosh, I wish I could. Uh, there's a boxing club that has a boxing ring, and they use our
Wow.
space, and we're working with them to hopefully offer some kind of adapted boxing. We have a small business, an embroidery business that shares our space with us. There's
Yeah.
a food, they're not a food shelf, but they supply food shelves, and they
Okay.
store and use our warehouse space in that way. And then we also have a local group called Cow Tipping Press, and they office out of our hub space there. So we're definitely trying to bring community in as much as
Yeah.
we go out into the community. But really, I've loved, developing all the partnerships through the arts. So we are currently working with Compass. They have a roster of teaching artists, and they offer all kinds of programming. We've worked with the Chicago Avenue Fire Arts Center to do welding and bead making and
Wow.
metal casting. So we're still working with them, trying to set up some remaining classes. We partnered with local sculptors to build a sculpture garden outside at our St. Paul Center. So
Oh, God.
that was really fun. And gosh, we partner a lot with Upstream Arts, is a great organization here.
Oh, right, Upstream Art, yeah. We've
Yeah,
heard about them, yep.
yeah, they're fantastic, and we've been pretty steady partners with them since 2013. Gosh, Kairos Alive is a dancing intergenerational dance group.
Ooh.
They facilitate dance halls and things. So yeah, we have lots of partners, and we're always trying to expand. We also partner with Pollinate Minnesota for our beekeeping program. So we keep bees
Beekeeping.
at our St. Paul and our Shoreview locations. We have beehives at both of those locations.
Wow.
But yeah, I don't know. Thinking of who I'd like to partner with,
Well,
anyone,
anyone in those categories, like you're
yeah,
saying,
anyone
if they're
creative.
involved in that, you would love to hear from people to see if there's something you can jointly do
Mhm.
with one another, because when you started mentioning all those things, I'm like, man, I didn't expect all that stuff that you have going on, but it's great because just like anyone else, I mean, those of us with disabilities, we have active lives, and we'd like to be involved in the variety of things. So just kind of coming to the end here. So I guess the last question being is that if people, people who are interested want to get involved, what's the best way for them to contact your organization?
Yeah, I'd say definitely through the website.
Yeah,
That's msssmn.org. You can find out all about our creative arts and employment, and I think there's just a general contact, or you could reach out to any of the program directors there.
right, and get
And- Yeah.
situated into the right direction in that. So
And if you can, Lauren, remind our audience what MSSMN stands for.
Yeah, so MSS, it used to stand for Midwest Special Services, which
Okay.
is the name that we adopted, I think, in the 80s. Before that, we were United Cerebral Palsy.
yeah,
Okay.
that's what I remember seeing that on your
Yeah.
website. I thought that was interesting. Yeah.
And then in the 80s, I think we had a contest, and
Oh,
participants who attend our program, they selected Midwest Special Services. So we have been Midwest Special Services, which is kind of a tongue twister.
yeah,
I
yeah.
think until 2018. I think in 2018 we legally changed our name to MSS.
Okay.
But yeah, yes. So it doesn't actually stand for anything right now, but yeah, it kind of uh, stands for our old name. So it's part of the
Okay.
reason that we're looking to have an kind of an art specific brand too, Fresh Eye
So-
Arts, so we can.
Sounds like possibly another contest coming up or something.
Yeah, we did survey everyone to select the name for the art program. So we had over 100 votes on what it should be out of 5 different names. So everyone
Yeah,
picked.
we did. Most definitely will keep a tab on your art program, and would love to talk with some people that are that are associated with some of the artists and the program. And yeah, we would love to, yeah, to have it out on our channel and that. So I
Yeah.
want to thank you, Lauren Hughes from MSS. Now, I guess no MN, right?
Right. Yeah.
But the website is mssmn.org.
Correct.
Yep. So website. So I want to thank you, Lauren, for joining us. Charlie Bros, I want to thank you for being part of this interview, and also Tricia Karlberg. And my name is Mark Knutson, and thank you for watching Disability Landscape.